Okay, let's talk about balancing equations. Okay, so here we have a chemical equation. MgCl2 plus NaOH yields, remember that arrow sign means yields, MgOH2 plus NCl. Okay, so remember our first step for balancing equations is we need to list out each of the atoms that we see on the reactant side and on the product side. So Mg, and remember to tell an atom it's a capital letter and a lowercase letter or just a capital letter. So on this side I have Mg, Cl, Na, O, and H. Okay, on this side I should have the same exact atoms, Mg, and I'm going to go in the same order so I can easily match them up. Mg, Cl, Na, O, and H. Now I'm going to count how many atoms that I see right now in the chemical reaction. So Mg, there is 1, Cl, there are 2, Na, there is 1, O is 1, H is 1. That's the reactant side. Now let's look at the product side. Mg is also 1. Now when we get to the OH, O and H are in parentheses and we have the subscript of 2. This 2 only gets applied to what's in the parentheses. So the 2 is going to go with the O and the 2 is going to go with the H. Now we have 1 Na and 1 Cl. Okay, so that is our first step. List out each of your atoms and then count how many you see. Now we need to compare the reactant side to the product side. So right now my Mg's are good, 1 and 1. My Cl's are not. I have 2 Cl's on the reactant side, but only 1 on the product side. So I'm going to have to do something in order to get them to equal each other. So in order to do that, you need to put in a coefficient. Okay, so I'm going to put a coefficient right now, the number 2, in front of the NaCl, because remember, those are kind of grouped together. So if I put a 2 here, on the product side, that now changes my Na to 2, and it changes my Cl to 2. So now we have to go back and check. Do I have atoms that are the same? 1 and 1, good. 2 and 2, good. Na1, Na2. Okay, notice now I have 2 on this side, but 1 on this side. So I need to go up here, and I'm going to add a coefficient as well. So that now puts 2 Na's, 2 O's, 2 H's, and now I need to go back and check again. Mg1, Mg1, Cl2, Cl2, Na2, Na2, O2, O2, H2, H2. So all of these now match, which means I have a balanced equation. So real quickly, those steps again, write out each of your atoms for the reaction side and the product side. Write out how many are there initially. Okay, that's what my green numbers show. Then you need to go back and double check and compare. Okay, add coefficients in the front, and then you're multiplying and matching again. It's kind of like a guess and check game going back and forth.